Our pets' heads are falling off!
Boogers in my nose.
You do,
Okay.
but we already started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Trippin with Austin and Angela.
I'm Austin.
Angela.
Look at my cool shirt. I gotta show it off.
Tiger King. I
Tiger
love it.
Furby. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thanks,
How
buddy.
you doing?
And I'm good. I'm drinking a milk just for you.
You know, I love milk.
Sociopaths unite.
Yep. You've been doing all right since it's been so long since we've talked. I mean, what, 12 hours?
Yeah.
So much has happened.
A lot has happened.
I have so much to share. In that 12
What you
hours, I told you I was playing Ark Raiders.
Yeah, you've been big into Ark Raiders lately. You've been trying to get me on it.
For anybody that hasn't played Ark Raiders, it's basically it's a game where you're trying to collect loot, you know, get some cool rare items, but people can kill you and they can take all your stuff. So there's that tension of you spend all day trying to find a rare item, and then you have to extract with it, and somebody could take all your shit. So,
What's
anyways,
an example of a rare item, by the way, in the game?
Take like a this gun
Not like
called
the Ark of the Covenant or something, or like.
Well, a gun may be called like a bobcat. It's like a really hard gun to find. And if you find that, it's like, man, I have a great gun that's worth a lot of money.
Got it.
You know, and it gives me an advantage for when I fight people. It's just great. And you find something like that, you want to get out of there. So that would be an example.
Gotcha.
But anyways, we nowadays we just go. We don't even really loot anymore. We just go kill people and take all their shit.
It's like the Purge lived out in a game. People got to get this stuff out.
It's a post-apocalyptic thing. At the beginning, we really tried to be good people. We really did.
Yeah,
like,
how long?
We would, you know, what's great about this game is it has proximity chat. So when you get close to somebody, you can actually talk with them.
Yeah.
So if if they shoot at you, you know, you can reason with them. If you go into a room with a bunch of loot and you've got two strangers, either of you could kill each other, but you can talk it out. We had too many instances where you go, hey, we're friendly. What's going on, guys? And people are like, oh, yeah, we're friendly too, you know? And then as soon as you turn your back, they just fucking kill you, dude.
It's the way of the world. It's the way the world works.
We had some that were heartbreaking where, like, you'd play 30 minutes with people and they seemed so nice and decent. And then you're at the extraction point. You're about ready to leave. 5, 4, 3, bam, shoot you in the head, take all your stuff. And you're like, bro, you're a psycho. We spent a half hour together.
We know each other personally.
We know each other, dude. Yeah. It's it slowly but surely, it just hardens you, man. It's like any post-apocalyptic movie or show. It's like The Walking Dead, you know? They're like, oh, we're going to be Coral. We got to be good people. Coral. And then at the end, he's just killing everybody.
Yeah.
It's the way it goes.
That is, yeah.
So that's where I'm at now. I'm just full on site. If I see anybody, I'm killing you and I'm taking your stuff. So me and the boys
by this world.
I've been hardened by this world. I tried to be a good guy, but there's no room for good guys in a post-apocalyptic world.
Just survivors.
It's just the way it is.
Yep.
So me and the boys are rolling, and it's on site. We see these people, and we kind of hear them talking to each other, and one of them sounds like a kid's voice. It's like an adult's voice, and then it's like, oh, where should we go next? And we're like rolling up on them. They don't know we're there. And my buddy's like, is that a kid? And I was like, it kind of sounds like it. I don't know. He's like, are we still gonna? And I was like, oh yeah.
Oh,
it's on site.
He's gotta learn.
Because we don't know if these guys are running game right now. You've seen the movies. Somebody's like, oh, I'm just a little boy. I'm just a little boy. Don't hurt me. And then 10 other people come out and they kill you and take your shit.
Yeah.
So it's just listen. It's on site.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. So we roll up on these guys and we just take them out, dude. We just mow through them. And sure enough, it's a dad and his son. And the guy's like, hey, come on. Fuck you guys, man. He's like, I'm just playing with my son, trying to teach him the ropes. Why do you guys are rats, man? He's like, I'm just trying to play with my son. And I was like, yeah, well, he's our son now.
We're taking the boy. We're taking
the boy. You're not dad anymore. It legitimately pissed him off. He's like, fuck you, man. I am his dad. We're like, no, I'm dad. He's like, I'm his dad. And I was like, I'm going to buy him a Little League ball bat. He's my son now. You can fuck right out of here. He's ours. We're going to raise him to be a good man. We're going to give him extra lunch money so that he doesn't have to eat the shitty food. He can get 2 pieces of square pizza. All right, he's our son now. Get the fuck out of here. This game brings out a terrible side of me.
Yeah,
it really
you're a
does.
kidnapper now.
It gets me fired up. But anyways, we took this guy's son. He's our son now. And we go, listen, we're gonna raise you right. This fucking idiot doesn't know what he's doing. You don't want a dad like that. No. But anyways, I was talking with you earlier, and I was thinking about, like, man, just the smallest things sometimes can just like set people off, you know, like you're either putting good into the world or you're putting bad into the world. And
I call them hate kernels.
Love and hate kernels. That's
love
perfect.
And hate kernels. Yes.
I'm sorry to say I put some hate kernels into the world last night since we last talked.
Hey, it happens. I mean, you never know what's gonna like stick in somebody's head forever, though. What if that guy, that dad, is just like staying up at night thinking like, no, I'm his dad. No, fuck those guys. I'm his dad.
Or what if the kid's like, hey, will you buy me a new baseball bat for Little League? And the dad's like, we don't have the money right now. And he's like, I want a new dad.
Those guys would have done it.
Those guys would have been better dads than you. And now the dad's like, you know, he's divorced. So now he's like, yeah, well, why don't you go stay with your mother? No, he doesn't.
And you've done all of this. You're the cause of this.
And now I'm just sitting here just talking. Yeah, my day moved on, but you put hate kernels out in the world. You never know how they affect people. Is there anything that anybody has said to you or done to you? That, like, it's got to be a small thing, not like a big.
Yeah.
Like, has there been any small things, good or bad, where you're just like, I'm gonna hold on to that shit for months?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, the hate ones always stick out a little bit more. You know, like some small things that people have told me, said to me, or said about me. That's really fucking stay up there. When I was in like 3rd grade.
Okay, we're going way back.
We're going way back. And it still lives in my head. This girl told me that I have hairy arms. And I still think about that. She was a fucking bitch. She had blonde hair, so you couldn't see the hairs on her arms.
Yeah.
I had dark hair. More recently, I on my horror channel, I don't get like a lot of hateful comments ever really. I'm just very lucky in that way.
Well, since you blocked me, they've slowed down.
Yeah. But there was one girl that, and this it still lives in my head. She was like, oh, I guess you can just have your tits out and people will subscribe. And I've never been like a titty girl. Like, I definitely don't have my tits out. I don't really have tits to be out. And so she sent me that. I start being like, well, I don't do that. And I go to her profile, her YouTube profile.
She's got the same girl that told you had hairy arms.
Bitch.
She strikes 20 years later.
It's a girl who does piano videos, like of her playing the piano, but it's just very close. You can't see anything from here or her legs. It's just like ass shots and hand shots of her playing the piano. And I was just like, okay, ass piano girl.
So she's literally, yeah. And when she's saying something like that, not only is she, I mean, like, she's diminishing everything that you're doing. Where it's like you put all this work into breaking down a horror film, you know, like telling people the history, the details that they might have missed, you know, like all those little tidbits. And then she's like, hey, tit girl. Nice video, Tits McGee.
It's like, thanks for noticing them, I guess. Like, and you're being critical about the thing that, like, you're doing.
Yeah.
I
find that's kind of what it is, though, is like most of the time when people have a problem with something, it tends to reflect something that either they do or they have, like, you know,
that's what they say.
You know,
that,
like yeah.
The people that, or at least like for me, and I know that this to kind of be true, the things that annoy me about other people are the things that I don't like about myself, like really, like kind of deep down.
Yeah, something that maybe you have, you know, and it's the exact same with me. Like the things that annoy me about other people are things that like probably like things that are actually part of that I actually have, and I, you know, that's why like I hate. I mean, I hate just a large penis man. with a lot of, who's like
confidence.
who's rich and just a huge wiener. I hate
Yeah.
these people.
Yeah.
I hate them. They
And
annoy me.
yeah, it's because
They drive me insane.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
Yeah. I
Who
get
are
that.
just
I get that.
hilarious and are good at making sex with women. I hate them. So, anyways,
Making
that's
sex
true.
with
I
women.
think what they say.
What are your some of your like hate kernels that live in your brain?
Hate kernels.
Well, like things that people have said to you that are small, minuscule things. Like those two things, like are very minor criticisms of me, but they just I store them up
Yeah,
like a camel.
I definitely. Yeah, no, I definitely. I mean, like you get that with. I can't think of any specific examples, but I know that
Mm.
it's happened with like stand up, where after a show, like sometimes people come up and they'll just do like they'll just give you like the most backhanded compliment,
Yeah.
and you're like, what was the point of that?
Oh, I told you about one time a homeless man told me I'd be prettier if I smiled. I tell you that. That one lives in my head a little bit.
Okay,
Did I
yeah,
tell
that
you
hurts
that?
because it's a homeless man. Let
I
me
was
ask you this:
I was in the process of giving him money when he said
would
that.
it be worse if he said you'd be prettier if you didn't smile? That's kind of bad too, right?
Yeah, that's probably worse.
Because like you're having a good day and you're smiling, and he's like, "Hey, you'd be a lot prettier if you
Hey,
didn't smile."
that doesn't work for your face. You
You're like,
should
"But I'm
probably I'm
happy,"
happy.
and he's like, "Yeah,
Don't
I
be.
know. It just makes you ugly.
Don't
You're
be.
ugly when you're happy."
Yeah.
By the way, that let me talk about this. So that's like that would be. You remember there was a time where like somebody came out with like a whole negging thing,
Oh yeah. Like a
and they were
pickup
getting all
artist
these
kind
like
of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
all the pickup artist
Yeah.
bullshit. And I remember I was probably in high school at the time. So you'd hear these guys and they're like, bro, if you want to get girls, you got to like tell them they have ugly ears. You got to
Oh,
neg them,
you just
you know?
reminded me of something else that also lives in my brain. I'll talk about in a second.
So that, first of all, I fucking hate that stuff. Like
Mhm.
that, I don't know. It's just, it's annoying because what it reminds me of is like, when I was in, so after I graduated college, I was a case manager for people with, um, schizophrenia.
Yeah.
And we would have to do this like Rogerian questioning where we'd ask them, where we'd be like, hey, like how was your day? And they'd be like, oh, it was pretty good. And I'd be like, it's pretty good. You just repeat back everything they say.
Okay.
And it
What is that
keeps you
supposed to do?
neutral, but it keeps them talking.
Got it. Okay.
And they go, he goes, pretty good. And they go, yeah, I guess it was pretty good. I got off work a little early, it was kind of busy. So that was nice. You go, oh, work was pretty busy. But it was nice that you got off early. And they go, well,
Yeah.
yeah, because I actually needed to get some stuff done. I've been running behind, just in my day-to-day life. You go, I've been running behind in your day-to-day life. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just because I've been drinking too much. Oh, you've been drinking too much. Yeah, I don't know. Since my so and so passed, I've just been so like now, you know what I mean? Like it just
Yeah.
slowly, you're just
I might use that
everything
on
I'm
my
doing is
husband.
neutral.
He's
Yeah.
not a talker.
So you just repeat the things back, and it can be a good strategy, I think, when used in earnest. But when
Mhm.
people are aware you're doing it, I
Oh,
think it's just
irritating,
incredibly
I bet.
manipulative.
Yeah.
So it's like, imagine, like, now that I've explained this concept to you and now we're talking and like you're actually sharing something genuine with me,
Mhm.
and I'm just like, oh yeah, so she told you you had hairy arms, and you're like, yes, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to contribute to this conversation? So
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, in the same way that people would do like the negging and stuff, like the love kernels where you were talking about, somebody could say something small. They could just, it's something very simple. It's just like, hey, like, I like what you, maybe if somebody told you, like, I like what you did with your hair, and it was a day that you tried something new with your hair,
Yeah.
you might be like, I'm going to hold on to that for 2 weeks. That was fucking
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
It was so nice.
Yes.
But, and that's, if it's earnest, that's nice.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is when people start like finding out about these phenomenons and psychological things, and then they
Using
start
them,
using them
yeah,
in a
as a
non-earnest
tool.
way as a tool, where they're just going around just spamming, just like trying to throw out love kernels on whatever,
Mm.
and they're
Bowl of
just using it in a
popcorn.
way. Yeah, they're just there's like no earnestness in it. They're just looking at it like AI would a strategy, and they're just like, all
Yeah.
right, send this email to 40 people. Click. And
Yes,
then
you can tell when people do that too. Like there's certain people, like I go to AA, right? And there's
Mhm.
certain women in AA, and like I love them anyway. But like it's like every person that comes through the door, it's like they think they can win friendship through just a compliment. Any compliment, like I look at you, I have to think of a compliment quickly, but it's not coming from a place of like, oh, what, like that hat looks really cool on you. I really like the color of that, and it's like that's genuine. It's just like, oh, your shoes look nice today. Like it's just like that isn't it. Don't do that.
yeah, I totally agree. And I actually did real quick. Sorry to change course real quick, but as we've been using StreamYard, for anybody that's have followed these first
Shout
few
out to
episodes, it
StreamYard.
has been a lot of work for us to try and get to a point where everything sounds and looks decent. But with StreamYard, it's crazy. They actually, I have been like, they'll connect you with a like a news source, and you can get these alerts for just like random news stories. So
Breaking news.
yeah, breaking news. So it like they'll just randomly let's see. It looks like we got an alert, and maybe this will give us something to talk about because they'll just randomly. Let's see what we have.
Oh.
What is this?
Oh,
What is that? No.
Stinky
Who's
mustard
that
hussy.
from?
Oh, that's a hate kernel.
What? Who's that from? Who did that? What is that? CNN? You think?
Wow. You think they'd have more to talk about with the war and stuff?
What? There's so many. Oh, we got another one. What? Let's see what this one. What is this?
Large penis man.
What? Why would they
I
send two
hate
true
those.
news stories to us?
That's crazy.
What?
Wow.
That's not.
Well, we're gonna have to.
I don't
We'll
like
keep
that.
the.
I don't
I
like
mean,
that. I don't like that. Let's get that off. I don't like.
Get
We're
that
gonna
off
turn
of the
those alerts
screen.
off. I don't like that. That's not. That's out of pocket if you're
That
asking
is,
me.
yeah. The news.
They
has
would
gotta get
send
it
a true
together.
thing about each of us. Like, how did they even know?
You think that was about us?
Who? Oh, I don't know.
Wait a minute. You're not wearing a brown beanie.
You don't think I'm a stinky mustard hussy? I mean, I assumed when they said large penis man, they were talking about you.
They still
Is that
don't
not
know.
what you thought?
We still haven't talked about like the mustard situation with me.
Tell
I
them
don't
about it.
think they
Tell
know.
them how much of a fucking gremlin you are and the things that you like when
Okay,
nobody's
Austin and
around.
I were having a conversation. I think it was one of our practice pods or something. And
We've
we
done
might not have even
47
been
practice
recording.
pods. None of them airable.
We were talking about the kind of sub sandwiches that we like and what we get from Subway and things like that, different restaurants. And my Subway sandwich order is a 6-inch on white bread.
Is that a pig
No,
sandwich?
no.
Is that a reasonably sized sandwich? You would say?
Yeah. I would say that's about average. And I like pepperoni, lettuce, and regular mustard on it. And that's it. Austin had a big problem with this, but
Who
I
fucking
said
eats mustard and pepperoni?
they're pretty good together with the
Okay.
mix. It's the mix, and you haven't tried it yet. I've had people be like gross, and then I've given them a bite of it, and they were like,
And then they
"Wow,
lied to you.
you were right." No,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I got one more hate kernel I got to share. I just got to
Okay.
get this off. I got to get this off my brain.
Sure.
My friend and I have a mutual, well, it's a friend through a friend, okay? But this is the kind of guy that wears Gucci slides with the fur on them. Are you familiar? Do you know what kind of person I'm talking about here?
I have an idea.
Rich, mean, sassy.
Yeah.
Okay. And for some reason, kernels hurt more coming from rich people who take really good care of themselves and have veneers.
Yeah.
But he told me and her that he likes girls with teeth like us. And we were like, teeth like us? He's like, like teeth that aren't perfect, like Shrek teeth.
What?
These are my Shrek
He
teeth,
wanna
where they don't really like touch right here. They kind of
look at my teeth.
And ever since then, every time I'm just like Shrek teeth. Okay, but yeah, but it was a
He was negging.
compliment.
He was trying to like neg you.
Yeah, he was, I guess.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, but it did make me laugh, and also will always live in my brain.
You have Shrek teeth
Yeah,
and
which I
hairy
don't.
arms.
My teeth are very fine and
Your teeth, they
nice.
are fine. Yeah, that's
So if it
insane that
was an
somebody.
insecurity that I had, it would have probably made it a lot worse. But it was just so, I just did not expect him to say Shrek teeth. But I know what he's talking about, and he's like not 100% wrong. But I still like my teeth. Anyway, hate kernels.
That is for sure a hate kernel.
Yeah.
What
And
a,
the
what a
Gucci
douche.
slides with the fur. Like if it, it's too much.
It really is. What a loon. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about. Well, so you were talking about mustard and pepperoni.
I
I didn't
was.
share mine. So
Go ahead.
this is my death row final meal.
This is like, would you, okay, so this is your favorite food.
My absolute favorite thing in the world.
Okay, the last meal you would have on this earth.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's start with tuna fish, canned tuna fish.
Austin,
Yeah, canned tuna fish. We're gonna make a tuna salad, so we're gonna put some mayo in there. It's nice if you have like a spicy mayo. We're gonna throw a little bit of a salsa in there, right? Maybe throw a little seasoning if you got it. A little salt,
what
pepper,
kind of
whatever.
salt and pepper? Okay,
You can throw some
that's
salt and pepper, but if you have like a nice Cajun
seasoning.
seasoning,
Yeah.
or throw some of that in there, and then it's just gonna be a big bowl of sloppy tuna salad.
What do you call this? What's this meal called?
I
You
don't
have
have a
to have a
name
name
for
for
it.
it. Well, you have to have one now. It's your
Well,
favorite.
so here's
Salsa.
everybody's had tuna salad.
I haven't.
So here's the kicker. I used to like the first time I had it, you like might like dip like a cracker or something. But then
Okay.
I was like, it'd be way better. Doritos. So I started dipping spicy Doritos into this tuna salad,
Okay.
and it is my favorite thing on the planet.
With
To the
salsa.
point you put a little bit of salt, like a little bit of black bean and corn salsa. That way,
Okay.
like the tomato
I was picturing like a paste
base.
picante thing or something.
Yeah, something like that. But I like a black bean and corn salsa, because
Okay.
you're gonna get some, the kernels of black bean corn, but you're also gonna get like the base of tomato in there.
Love
It's gonna give it a nice
kernels.
consistency. You don't want it to just be totally dry. Like if you get the tuna that comes in oil instead of water, you're gonna
Okay.
get like a nice little consistency here, and you're just gonna it's gonna be used like a dip, and you're gonna dip some spicy Doritos in there, and it's for sure the meal that I would pick if I had one final meal.
That's
I would
crazy.
It's not. It's so delicious, dude. I love it.
You may be actually, I might be on Becky's side. You may be a sociopath.
No,
Yes.
no,
With a
not at
glass
all.
of milk with that? A glass of night milk with that?
Oh, I'll have a glass of night milk with some tuna fish.
Oh my God, you're a monster.
What is
You
wrong with
think
this?
that I'm the crazy one? I'm the gremlin?
Yeah, you little
That
mustard
means
hussy. Don't judge me for my tuna.
that's
sorry.
not even my last meal. That's just what I would get from Subway, which is it's a low option.
Okay,
That's
all
not
right.
my
I'm sorry I
final
called you a
meal.
mustard hussy. I didn't mean that. I'm just saying, tuna fish and milk. There's no problem with it. I eat this
Oh,
so much. The Doritos are the problem. That I've enacted a Dorito ban on myself. It's been
okay.
going on for the past 4 months, and I have 2 months left.
So you're taking a 6-month break from Doritos.
I have a Dorito ban on myself. Yes, that is true.
But you must have some very good like willpower. Would
Well,
you say?
I think so.
Okay.
I actually do think so. I think one of my strengths, I am really good at not doing things,
Okay.
but I'm not as good at doing things.
Okay.
So, for example, let me give an example.
Okay.
Like
I'm
if
the
I
opposite, by the way.
set rules for myself, I cannot break those rules. I set a lot of rules. Now the sociopath, the dentist thing is starting to make more sense.
The rules.
Tuna
The
milk, and
rules.
I've got rules. We'll have tuna, we'll have milk, and we'll follow these rules. No, I do. I try to set boundaries for myself.
Yeah.
So
Healthy. That's healthy. Yeah.
yeah. But if I don't set them, I do whatever I want. But as soon as I
Yes.
set them, I'm like, all right, we just can't do that. Now, if you were to tell me like I had to do like even 15 sit-ups a day or
Mhm.
whatever it is, or like go do this one thing every day, write one joke per day. That is that would be harder for me to do.
Hmm.
But if like that's I don't have that type of willpower.
See, I'm the opposite.
You can
The
do those
exact
things
opposite.
really well. If you set
Yeah.
those like every single day you have to do these things, you would be able to do those.
If somebody told me you have to do this every day,
No, you
you
tell
need to do.
yourself, just you. Oh,
Okay,
somebody has to tell you.
somebody has to tell me.
Ah, I see.
If I'm left to my own devices, like I won't set boundaries or things for myself, or if I do, I don't keep them.
I see.
But if it's coming from an outside
Mhm.
influence, I'm more likely to. But there's like some people pleasing tendencies in me. That probably explains that. But yeah, especially if it's somebody who is somewhat I view as an authority,
Mhm.
then I will do it.
Okay.
Which
All
is
right.
good because, like, you have a sponsor and stuff in AA. So if my sponsor tells me, you need to read these pages, you need to write a gratitude list every morning, you need to do this, that, I'm going to do those things. But I, in and of my own brain and self, wouldn't be like, I'm going to write a gratitude list every day and stick to it.
So
It would be harder for me.
if somebody that is
Where
that
are
you
you
would
going with
view
this?
as an authority
Yeah.
tells you that you should do something, you're more likely to do it.
Yeah. Within
I was
reason.
doing the Rogerian questioning. I was just repeating back what you said.
Yeah.
Isn't
I
that
mean, within
annoying?
reason. Yeah, it was. I didn't notice it, so maybe
Oh, sometimes it
that's
could be.
something wrong with me.
Yeah, I've done it.
Maybe
I
I
had to
view
do it
you as an
so much.
authority.
But no, so that's interesting. I am the opposite way. Like it is hard for me to. I don't know. I think I have a very obsessive personality where like I will I can go for like 72 hours sometimes
Mhm.
when I get this like one track mind and I get after it. But then I'm out of commission for 3
I
days.
see. Yeah, I see.
You know what I mean?
Like an obsessive burst of like creativity on something, and it's like I'm gonna see this through to its
Yes.
natural end and not like set like okay an hour or two focus on that per day. Like I feel the same way about things. I can get very obsessive and just lose myself in something.
Yeah. I'm not the kind of guy that would do 10%
Mhm.
for 10 days.
Yeah.
I will do 5% one day and 95% on one of the other days, and then I'll have the other 8 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, is kind of how I approach. So this is why this is why I've never been good at having like a normal job,
Mm.
because when I hit these bursts, and it is very cyclical. It is very like weekly. So
Yeah.
it's like when I would hit these bursts, and then they're like, "Whoa, now you got to come in, at 8 a.m." And it's like, but I haven't slept.
Yeah.
So like
I
it's
finished
just this
everything I
is
needed to
not
do.
gonna be a day. This is not gonna be a good day for any like it's not I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
out of it. For like for 2 days out of the week, I might be useless.
Yeah.
But the idea is like
It's a
I like
refractory period. Yeah.
yeah, I that's just how I am. So like there are those when I have those days, that's when like doing even 5 or 10% of just the task of like, hey, you just got to do this small thing. You just got to do 10, 15 push-ups. And it's like, why don't I just do 200 on one day?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
so it's like it's really hard for me because I
Yeah.
have those days where I go into a cave and I completely shut off my brain and I just go full zombie mode and then
Yeah.
kind of get back to it. But like as far as not doing things, I am really good at that. So like setting these, and I think you're good at that as well with like I mean like drinking, like that takes an
Oh,
incredible amount of discipline
thank you.
and that's something that you have, tried to, make sure that you're not having days where you slip up on that. I
Yeah.
do that with Doritos. I had a real bad Dorito. You don't want to
Craving.
see me on Doritos.
You know what? I
You want,
don't.
you want to talk about gremlin behavior?
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Well, just, yeah. You don't want
We've
to
been
spot this guy.
we've been
2
doing
a.m. in my
um
underoos, fingers chock full of cheese. And you're like, you going to lick
it's a
those fingers
problem.
off? And I'm like, nah,
They're part of my fingers
they're
now.
part of my fingers. I want Dorito fingers.
Speaking of gremlin behavior, we have a little segment that we give like gremlin tips, gremlin advice for people out in the world that want to save some money, maybe it could be time saving tips. It's just Gremlin tips in order to nourish your life, make your life better. We want to be of service to you guys. And if you guys have Gremlin tips, please let us know in the comments. We want to, this is a community of gremlins, okay? We want
Yeah.
everybody to feel part of this. So if you have gremlin tips, let us know in the comments too, because I'm always looking for new tips myself.
Yeah, if you wear Gucci fur slippers, you can get the fuck out of here, okay?
Yeah, you don't need tips.
Because you don't know what we're talking about, okay? We're talking about, you know, like getting our furniture from outside. All
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about let me throw this. I don't know if this is super gremlin, but this is definitely I came across the Ninja Foodie.
Oh yes, yes,
This it's an air fryer, it's a pressure cooker.
yes. We
It's
have one.
dude, it is the best, man.
You can
Sometimes
cook 3 layers of things. A whole meal.
bro,
You could have chicken on the bottom. You could have fucking potatoes in the middle. Whatever. You get
it
it.
is the
Foods.
best thing that I have. So you want to talk about gremlin tips? This of course might not apply to everybody, but I mean, like I meal prep all of our stuff when we go on the road.
Okay.
One, you save some money
Yeah.
because it's easy to get in the habit of going out, and then you look at the weekend and you're like, oh, we just spent hundreds of dollars going out. Didn't
How do
even
you
notice
heat
it.
it
It was
up?
just
How do you heat it
50.
up though?
Ooh, so there is a we bought this it's this like little, it looks like a cooler, like a little cooler, but it
Okay.
has a like a hot plate in it, and it plugs
Yeah.
into the like the lighter thing in the van.
That's you have like a little hot plate
A little hot
for a
plate box.
candle. Yeah.
So I will meal prep us some stuff, and sometimes we get some good meals, man. I'll like we've got a good butcher around here, Carfagna's in Columbus. So I'll pick up some steaks. You know, we'll
Hmm.
get some steak and vegetables, and you know, I'll make all that stuff the night before. So on the way there, like I'll have all those in a cooler, pop a couple of those bad boys out, throw them in our little hot plate, little microwave box, and now all of a sudden we've got a decent meal on the road instead of eating fast food.
Yeah.
And the Ninja Foodie is a huge part of that. They're not a sponsor. I wish they were. I would love for
Hey,
them to
sponsor
sponsor
us.
us.
Yeah, you guys should sponsor
I
us.
have nothing but great things to say about Ninja Foodie, dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just throw in like 3 chicken breasts,
Yeah.
some peppers, some onions, some black beans, some corn, and
Cook
then
some
all of a sudden
onion
we've got
rings
tacos, dude.
in that fucker. I'm telling you what.
Dude, the air fryer.
Yes.
Oh my god, man.
So good. We've made chicken wings in there,
I've
and they come
made
out so
50 chicken
crispy.
wings over the last week. I
They
was just
come out
about to
so
say.
crispy. They come out so crispy, light. Like it's a miracle of modern science.
It really is.
Yes.
Do you guys have a pressure cooker on yours?
Yes.
So this is what I do. I just straight out of the bag, I will buy a 10-pound, like one of those big fucking bags of chicken wings, just frozen chicken wings.
Yeah.
I'll buy one of those. You could just dump them in the pressure cooker, frozen. And
Yeah.
I will turn the pressure cooker on. I put a little bit of water in there. I turn the pressure cooker on for like 8 to 10 minutes. Get them all the way cooked through, get them really tender. And then after that, that's when I season them. And I might even put like a little, as a binder, I'll put like a little sriracha on them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not necessarily for taste. You'll get a little taste out of it, but you'll get some color, and it's a good binder for the seasoning that I'm
I was
putting
gonna
on.
say stuff sticks to it. It kind of
Yeah,
has like
so I'll throw on like a Cajun seasoning, and then I
Mhm.
have it's I think of that company like Kinders. So they have like a nice spicy seasoning. I don't know,
Yes.
you know, we're probably just talking like cayenne, salt, pepper,
Yeah,
maybe some
paprika,
garlic
some
powder,
paprika or something.
paprika,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mm.
So I throw some of that on there, and then that's when we throw the air fryer on. You get that air fryer on, you just get a beautiful crispy color. They're tender inside. In 10
Yeah.
minutes. We're talking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a 25-minute
to
meal.
frozen to ready to eat in
To
10 minutes.
perfect.
Crazy.
Now,
What's
do you
the
go
chip?
ranch?
What do we do?
Oh, sorry.
I don't.
Ranch or blue cheese?
Oh, blue cheese. If I'm gonna have,
Oh, I love ranch.
I like them both, but like most of the time, I prefer blue cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Specifically only with buffalo wings. Like if I'm going out to a place and like I want to get some fries, I'm going to dip those in ranch. I'm not going to order blue cheese. It's specifically only with a buffalo kind of thing.
Well, do you normally go buffalo wing, or do you go I go barbecue?
Oh, buffalo wings are my favorite food in the entire world. Everybody who's ever dated me could tell you, like, they've been so tired of eating chicken, buffalo chicken. I like them. I prefer them in like the strips. You get more meat that way. My husband really hates the way I eat chicken wings because I leave too much meat, but I'm not going to eat the meat that isn't appetizing to me. The
Yeah, you don't want to.
tendons.
Yeah, I get it.
So
Get a
I
little
like a buffalo
cartilage.
chicken. Yeah. I'm just gonna pick around, get the good meat. That's the way I
I
like
dig
to
it.
eat them. Yeah. I'm not hurting anybody.
Not at all. And on that note, what do you say in the spirit of March Madness, we're going to have the championship game,
Yeah.
Michigan versus UConn. I think that's coming up soon, depending on when people listen to this. But
Yeah.
anyways, in the spirit of March Madness, I thought maybe we could do a little bracket style tournament, but with
Yes.
fast food. What do you think
I
about that?
love that
Since we're on the
idea.
topic of
I
food.
think we're going to get into some fights, most likely, based
Okay.
on.
I feel like we did okay with the chicken wings.
Yeah. No, I mean, like,
You
you and
threw some
I are
hate
probably.
kernels my way when I bared my soul and told you that I like tuna fish, which that's fine. I won't hold on to that.
It's just, well, don't. It's not about you. It's about the tuna fish, if I'm being honest.
Okay. Felt a little bit about me, but I'm willing to move on.
Okay, we have this bracket system here. Now, as you can see, we're gonna here. What? Let me come up here.
It's a big bracket.
It's a pretty big bracket. We might have to come back to it at a certain point. This might be something that's ongoing as March Madness is. So, I mean, in the vein of that, that's fine. But as you see, we've got, little brackets here. They're going to face off against each other. Like for our first round, we're going to have to choose between Long John Silver's and Jimmy John's.
Okay.
Which is
should
a
we
pretty.
do?
What?
Sorry, I was gonna say, should we do like 3, 2, 1, and then we say it?
Yeah.
How should we do it?
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1. Jimmy
Long
John's.
John. Oh, come on! First one out of the gate. Long John Silver's is great.
It is great.
Fish, fried chicken.
It is great.
You know what's crazy about Long John Silver's?
What?
My mom used to order the craziest things.
The bits?
This is class.
The crispy bits?
She's
I
like,
did
"Can I get an
too."
order of crumbs?"
Yes, I did that too. And can
just
you
like
get, just
classic
give me a
Midwestern.
box of crispy
Just
bits?
fried. Yeah, just little yeah.
Fried
She would.
bits.
I would always get the fish, the chicken. My favorite thing, the hush puppies, though.
Their hush puppies are very good.
They're the greatest. Hush puppies. You get a fried fish. You get a fried chicken. You get some crispy bits.
A box
Hey
of
everybody,
crispy
I'm
bits.
Crispy Bit.
I think, you know what? I think you're turning me around along John Silver's. It's been a long time since I've eaten there.
Crispy Bits, come on.
Crispy
You can't get
Bits turning
Crispy
it
Bits at
around
Jim
for me.
John.
You can't. And their sandwiches, now that I think about it, do tend to be a little wet, too wet.
Yeah. They got
Why are they
wet
so wet?
sandwiches, dude.
Don't put so much oil on it.
Yeah, you fucking
Long John Silver's has never been wet.
no. Oily, sure.
Sure, but that's part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll choose Long John Silver's. I think you're right on that.
All right, now
All right.
all right, are we ready to go on? So this one we have Subway versus Panda Express.
Yeah.
This might be the easiest round of the whole tournament for me personally.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Panda.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
What do you get at Panda?
I'll get like orange chicken sometimes, or like beef and broccoli.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
Mix it up.
Do you get the honey coconut shrimp? You ever tried that?
I can't eat shrimp.
You can't eat you can't eat shrimps?
I can't eat no shellfish.
By the way, is this have you found, and if I'm off base here, you tell me, and I will
Okay.
I will plant my feet firmly back on that base.
Okay, go ahead.
Have you noticed that black people call shrimps? Or is that not a thing?
Maybe subconsciously, but I've never like thought about it enough.
They go, let me get some shrimps.
They're not wrong. There will
No.
be more than one,
There will be, yeah.
but I guess grammatically it's not super correct, but I'll allow it.
Okay,
I'll
all right.
allow it.
All right, let me get some shrimps. By the way, you can get some shrimps at Long John Silver's or Panda Express. That's going to be a matchup.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to face off at some point, so
Yeah.
we'll have to be ready for that. But
All right, what do
next
we
we
got next?
have Burger King versus Auntie Anne's. All
All right.
right. 3, 2, 1.
Burger
Auntie
King.
Anne's.
Okay.
Burger King is ass.
Burger King is complete ass. I will not defend them in any way, and
Okay.
there's no part of me that is going to try and sway you on this one. I personally don't like pretzels,
Okay.
but so
You don't
there's
like salty bread dipped in a cheese or a mustard? Again, me with the mustard.
yeah.
I'm
I'm
a,
gonna go with
I'm a mustard
you
girl.
on this.
Okay.
I could get on board with a salty.
If you had to choose between like which one you were gonna eat at a mall, uh,
I have one soft spot for Burger King,
what's
and
the
that
soft
was the
spot?
fries from like 20 years ago, which were very
Ah,
different.
they're long. They're long.
Long
They're
gone.
long gone silvers, man.
The potatoes are different. The oil, everything about it is they've changed everything. It's absolute dog shit. Everything's smaller.
Yeah.
Everything's more expensive. The quality is worse. It feels like you're
Yeah.
eating a rubber cock.
Microwaved. Yes. They used to, I mean, their chicken fries back in the day were so freaking good. And now
I
they're
used to get
just like
chicken fries.
rubber.
It's awful.
It's terrible.
So I'm gonna go with you on this one.
Okay.
I'll take the Auntie Anne's.
Okay. It's going to lose anyway in this next battle, but we've got a KFC versus Boston Market.
3, 2, 1.
KFC.
There we go. Okay.
Boom. I don't even know that I've ever eaten at a Boston Market, to be honest with you.
No, like
No.
what am I gonna? I have
Ham?
20 minutes for lunch, and I'm gonna get a honey baked ham. What?
What?
For $17? You want a $17 honey baked ham,
Yeah.
brother? What are we
Maybe if it's
talking about?
catering. I don't know what it's for.
Yeah, maybe if it's Christmas.
Or you're on the Marshall Applewhite's away team
Yeah.
for the
What are we?
Haley Bop Comet.
What are we talking about?
I think, okay, you know the Marshall Applewhite? Do you know who he is? Cult.
Not a clue. I was
The-
rolling with you.
The cult that wanted to get on the Comet, and they like castrated themselves, and they were all wearing the like really cool Nikes and the cool tracksuits.
Now that I can get on board with.
They looked
You know
really
I love
cool.
a good pair of Nikes and tracksuits.
Yeah, I think the last thing they all ate together before they went back and committed mass suicide,
Don't say
and I
it.
believe it was at a Boston Market.
Okay.
It was either
Thought you were gonna
Boston
say
Market
tuna.
or Marie Callender's. Yeah, they
Thought you
all
were gonna-
ate tuna fish with
When you
salsa.
found out how much I like tracksuits and Nikes, I thought you were gonna throw a little jab my way and be like, "Yeah, I think they ate tuna and milk right before they all killed
Yeah.
themselves."
I think that you really missed your your community with that one.
I would have fit right in.
All right, next up, we've got In-N-Out versus A&W.
3, 2, 1. In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Hey, I have no beef with an A&W. I've been to a couple. I went to one in the middle of like South Dakota last year. There was nothing else around, and there was just this A&W in the middle of a field, and it was sometimes you like, I would say A&W is a step above fast food. You know, you can sit down, you can actually have a decent meal, but dude, it was so clean. Everything was
because no one's ever in
like
there.
freshly made. The burgers, like they were actually making the burgers, wasn't just frozen bullshit. It was decent. I had a decent experience.
Okay. The only experience I've had with A&Ws is that down here they're always attached to a Long John Silver's.
Yeah, we had one of those.
Yeah.
Did you guys get to ring the bell if you had a good meal?
No.
No, they didn't have a bell
No bell. What's this bell?
at Long John Silver's and A&W.
No.
You ring the bell as you walk out. If they're like, "Hey, if you enjoyed your meal, ring a bell for the pirate."
An angel gets its wings.
Yeah. So as a kid on the way out, you're like, "I'm gonna fucking crack that bell, dude."
Yeah.
Ring, ding, 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 and everybody would be like,
have a
"Thank you, come again."
Back when people talked to you
Yeah.
in the service industry.
Yeah.
No,
Now
we
they're
didn't
like,
ring the
"Hey,
bell.
relax with the bell."
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Watching this TikTok while I burn your spicy chicken.
Yeah. Well, next one's going to be tough for me to choose.
What do we got?
It's Popeyes versus Whataburger. That's a toughie.
Okay. That one's easy for me, just because I have not had one of them.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Okay, yes. And I'm just gonna say for my Texas people, like Whataburger is so great. It's like basically what In-N-Out is for people that live in California, whatever, all the stuff.
Okay, that good.
It's very good. But there's just such a soft spot in my heart for Popeyes. The biscuits, the blackened ranch, the
I love a
spicy
good
chicken
biscuit.
sandwich, the mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
I dated a guy from the
Dated a
UK.
guy from the
I dated a guy from the UK. He was an older gentleman, and he wasn't.
He was 74 years old. I remember you telling me.
Yeah.
You remember that? You
I
said
remember
I dated a
telling
guy
you
from
that.
the UK who was 74 years old.
Yeah.
And you were pretty sure he was lying about his age. You thought he was older.
I think he was. There's no way he was 74.
Yeah, you thought he was 92, really. But he was like, oh, I'm a young buck. I got to keep up with the kids these days. I'm only 74.
We got to go to Popeyes. But no, he was like 42. But he was obsessed with like coming here, trying American food, all the things. And he kept seeing advertisements on TV for different stuff. And he'd be like, should we try that? It would be like Denny's. I'd be like, no. And then one of the things was he was like, I keep going to fried chicken places and there's Hispanic people making the fried chicken. He was like, I want to go to a place where Black people make the fried chicken. Like it's gotta be better, right? I was like, you are onto something. And I was like, I think that place is Popeyes. And I took him there and he became obsessed with Popeyes. Oh my God, every meal was Popeyes. He was obsessed.
It's so good.
And we went to Graceland to see Elvis's house. And the entire trip there, I know we probably stopped at least 90% of the Popeyes on the way there. And I still like it. I had it yesterday.
It's
so
the best.
It's very good. Yeah.
You know what's crazy about Elvis? I heard this story. I guess at the end of his life, where he was kind of getting heavy and, sweating every time he walked more than 10 feet. I guess he was really into racquetball.
Okay.
He's obsessed with racquetball. And he also though is like, he's just doing drugs.
Yeah.
And he's drinking constantly. So he's overweight, he's out of shape. And I guess he would call his managers. He would just call people in the middle of the night. It'd be 2 a.m. He'd be like, come on, baby, come on, play some racquetball with the king, baby, come on. and they would always be like, Elvis, like, because they would come over, and by the time they made it over, he was passed out because he was just hammered. But in the moment, he was like, come on, baby, all I want to do is play some racquetball. Come on, play some racquetball with the king. Come on, baby. And it made me think, I'm like, dude, at one point, just 10 years earlier, like, the things people would do to spend time, just spend a second in this man's presence, would be unheard of. And then at the end, like, people are turning him down when he's begging to play racquetball. They're just like, dude, it's 3 a.m. I have to work in the morning. And he's like, come on, baby, play some racquetball with the king. Come on. So, the king never asked you for anything, baby. Come on. We're going to play some racquetball.
I do know towards the end, one thing I learned while there at Graceland, which, by the way, when you're on a tour there, John Stamos is your virtual tour guide, which is just pretty sweet.
He's a good drummer.
Yes, he's a very interesting guy. But they were talking about how Elvis, towards the end, one of the reasons that he really kind of ballooned up the way he did, other than the drugs, was that he became obsessed with this sandwich that was a deep fried peanut butter and jelly and banana sandwich. But
is this the UK guy that you dated? Come on, Popeyes, put a little jelly on my fried chicken sandwich. Come on, baby, it's the king asking. I never asked you for anything. We're gonna play some racquetball afterwards. Come on, baby.
No, but he would have it. They weren't even in Memphis, so he'd have them flown in every day on like a private plane.
That's insane.
From a different state.
That's good for him to be able to just see. That's how people get weird though, is when they have these, like, whatever whim they have, whatever they want can be answered. Like the average person constantly has to face the reality of their wants and desires. You go, I want a fried chicken jelly sandwich from Wyoming. And then your logical brain goes, well, so that's not an option right now. So go make yourself a mustard and pepperoni and just fucking be happy with what you have in life.
I should have
Okay.
never told you that.
So just go have your tuna and milk
Ugh.
and just be glad that you're alive. Because you're not gonna get your fried chicken jelly sandwich from Wyoming, okay? You live in Memphis.
Yeah.
That's what that's what the average person brain
Yeah.
does. But Elvis is just like, I don't know. I think I can make it happen. Maybe we can maybe send a
Yeah,
plane
me
out
too.
there. I bet if we put this thing in like an air fryer at the very end,
Mhm.
we could have this thing in an hour and a half.
Yes.
Like he's got
Yeah.
a team around him with notepads. And he's like, all right, we got to logically think about this. Okay. We're going to get the plane there. All right. We're going to have him make us a fried chicken jelly sandwich. I want to get the jelly on the side. Okay. We're going to get the jelly on. By the way, my Elvis is a little Cajun.
I like your Elvis.
We're
He's
gonna
from
get
Louisiana.
maybe we're gonna get a little bit of we're gonna get the jelly on the side because we don't want it to soak into the bread. We're gonna have we're gonna have a fried chicken jelly sandwich on a plane for an hour and a half. We put the jelly on the sandwich. By the time we get to my place, the bread gonna be completely soaked.
I believe that the sandwich was called a pot of gold, by the way, too. So he's like, gotta get my pot of gold.
So we're gonna get the pot of gold, baby. We're gonna put the jelly on the side, all right? And then when it get here, we're gonna throw it in the air fryer. We're gonna put it over a live fire. All right. And then we're gonna put the jelly on afterwards, all right?
Yeah, he is definitely becoming very Creole.
They're like, Elvis, this is gonna cost 130 grand to fly a private jet from Memphis to fucking Schenectady. We gotta like, what are you talking? It's got 130 grand. He's like, it's gonna be all with it, baby. We got like 42 million in the bank. We can do this another 150 times, and I wouldn't even think about it, baby.
Oh yeah, wow, what a way to live.
But then they get it back to him, and then he's just passed out from drinking and racquetball. Like, Elvis, do you want your sandwich? And he's like, don't wake the king, baby. Don't you see I'm sleeping, baby?
Yeah. But he'd have it when he wakes up.
Yeah, he just wakes up.
Yeah,
and
he was just
a day old.
mainlining these things, apparently.
Good for him, dude.
Yeah.
I romanticize completely my life completely collapsing sometimes.
Why? Wait, why?
You know what I mean? No, I mean just like full, like just just drinking, doing drugs, eating whatever food I want, just fried chicken sandwiches every single day, chicken wings, tuna fish and milk. Dude, sometimes I fantasize about just like, dude, what if we just let everything go?
Yeah. I've lived that. It's not as fun as it sounds.
No. But it is fun to romanticize sometimes,
you gotta
because like in our heads we think about, you hear those stories about like Hunter S. Thompson, Winston Churchill. You ever seen those like Day in the Life?
Yeah.
Where they're like, this is how
when he woke up and he ate this every day and very disciplined and all that.
7 a.m., like Winston Churchill or Hunter S. Thompson, they'd be like, right, not 7 a.m., but they'd be
Hunter
like,
S. Thompson's is crazy.
Yeah. Well, 1 p.m. wakes up, drinks a half bottle of whiskey, does some uppers.
Yeah.
And then like 2 p.m.
Acid.
4 p.m. nap.
Yeah.
5 p.m. more acid. A little bit of cocaine.
Yeah.
It's just the most.
Now
absurd.
we're getting the night started.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so fun.
It is crazy. Some of these guys that like they would have these crazy schedules. You ever hear about these guys where they go like Mark Wahlberg, where he's like, I start my day at 4 a.m.
Yeah, fuck that.
I work out 3 times before breakfast. And then it's prayer, it's meditation, it's being grateful. We do all this before 9 a.m. And then at 10 a.m. I work out again. I have a healthy bean sprout and rice meal.
And then at 12
unseasoned chicken.
12 p.m. I assault an Asian man.
Assault an Asian man. 1 p.m. I make a shitty movie. 2 p.m.
Work out again.
And then you're like, they're bragging about, you see these people that they like post their watch when they wake up.
Yeah.
And it's like, motherfucker, you went to bed at 8 p.m. Why?
Yeah.
You're just on like a different schedule.
Yeah. You have the exact same amount of hours.
Yeah. Like,
you're just trying to show off.
Yeah. What does it matter that you woke up at 4 a.m. when you went to bed at 8 p.m.?
Yeah.
And some of the how about what if some of them are going to bed at like 7 and it's like you're sleeping 9-10 hours?
That's
What?
probably too many hours. That's the hours of a baby.
Yeah, like you're just a baby. Mark Wahlberg's just an adult baby,
Which we've known.
right?
He's got the proportions of an adult baby. Muscular adult baby.
Do you have any crazy gremlin stories on drugs or alcohol that you would feel comfortable sharing, or
Oh,
would you prefer not to
so
get into that?
many. I don't mind sharing them at all. There's so many fun ones too.
Yeah, you got a good one for us?
Let me think. Let me think. A gremlin story. Hmm. Hmm.
You ever do
I
cocaine?
Oh yeah, buddy. I love cocaine. I love my uppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I ever did cocaine, well, I had a really bad Adderall addiction in college.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
which is basically meth. I
it
did
is.
Adderall
It's
in
one.
college as well. It's
It's
meth.
like one chemical away from being meth, or one whatever. You know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
first time I tried cocaine, I was at like a party. Um, it was a bunch of my friends from high school had come back from college, and we were hanging out at the house we normally go party at. And there was just this extra guy there, and he had cocaine, and he was putting some on a key. And he
Classic.
like classic and was like, "You come here." And he held out the key to me, and I was just like, "Oh no, I'm good." And he goes, "You do this cocaine." I was
Authority.
like, so I did.
It all comes full circle.
I was like, "You, sir, were correct. This is fantastic."
You're like that guy in Austin Powers, Will Ferrell's character, where he's like, "Damn,
Yeah.
3 times."
Damn.
That's you. He's like, "Cocaine," and you're like, "I really shouldn't." And he's like,
No,
"Cocaine,"
no.
and you're like, "I can't." And he's like, "Cocaine," and you're like, "Okay, I will."
Yes. And then I stayed up all night with one of my friends who was also in theater, and we stayed up so late designing sets for shows that we made up.
Uh-huh.
And it was wonderful. It was so great. And yeah, that was my first time doing cocaine. One time I was waiting tables, and it was my birthday, and somebody had, I guess it had fallen out of their pocket, left like a little baggie of cocaine in the seat. I was just like, happy birthday to me.
Wow.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think, like I do definitely have a Gremlin airport story from when I was tripping
Oh yeah.
on acid. I had an early flight to catch one night. I had to be at the airport at like 4 a.m. And I was like, ah, man, I have real trouble falling asleep. So I was like, I'm just gonna stay up all night. If I try to go to sleep, I'm gonna fucking miss this flight. I can't miss this flight.
I've done the
Best
same thing
way,
so many times
the
this
best
year.
way for me to stay up, like in case you're unaware, acid keeps you awake for a long time, even after you've gone through the whole peak and you're on the other end of it and you're coming off of it. Even when you're off of it, you're not going to sleep for a while after that. That's just been my experience. So I was like, great, I'm going to drop this acid at like midnight. And then I'll have peaked before I get to the airport, because I don't want to be peaking at the airport. And so a lot of people say, maybe you don't want to be doing that. Why would you want to be tripping at the airport? And to that I say, the airport's kind of a fun place to be tripping, because you're seeing a lot of people. The floor looks really cool at the airport. And also, with the way that the flight was supposed to be taking off right as the sun was coming up, I was going to be seeing the sun come up from above the clouds. And that's pretty cool.
Magical.
Magic. And yeah, so I'm putting my stuff in the bins, all this stuff. And this was before they changed the rules where you don't have to take off your shoes anymore at the airport. So I got all my stuff in the bins, and I'm really hyper focusing on, like, am I doing this right? Like, don't look suspicious. But my eyes are probably like dinner plates.
I don't look suspicious right now, do I?
Because your pupils get crazy big when you're on acid.
Hyper focused.
Yeah, so I'm just like, okay. And I go into the thing, and I'm putting my hands up, the big scanner.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy says, "Ma'am, your shoes." And I said, "Oh my God, what's wrong with them?" And he was just like, "They're still on." And I was like, "What?" And I just couldn't comprehend. I was like trying to figure out what's wrong with my shoes. Are there worms on my shoes? Like what? He was like, take your shoes off. And he was getting mad at me. I was like, oh, yeah, it's really early in the morning, right? He was just like, yeah. And yeah, that was what one time.
So
But
did you get to catch the sunset on
it
the?
was amazing. It was amazing. I have pictures.
I've done acid a handful of times, mushrooms, stuff like that, and there's one part of me that I like the idea of of using these things to if I have a big fork in the road in my life, where
Mhm.
maybe something big that I was a part of or doing is ending and I'm going into the next chapter. For
Yeah.
example, graduating college, going into the my first job after college. I remember right after that, after I graduated, we took acid, and it was good for clarity. It's not that it just like it makes you any smarter, gives you
No.
answers, but it can reveal what's already there.
Mhm.
Maybe things that you're feeling subconsciously that you have to kind of brush aside because of the nature of life and how busy it can get and how you have to keep moving and doing things and finishing tasks. You kind of don't have time sometimes to sit down and take inventory of your life,
Yeah.
not only where it's at, but where you want it to go. And
Mhm.
for me, sometimes acid can be a good way to do that,
Yeah.
kind of see what the next step is. So there's part of me that is like, I like to make sure it's controlled, where it's like, I want this to be a controlled environment. I don't want any, bizarre external stimulus, because I kind of want to, go more uh,
Into
on an
yourself.
inward
Yeah.
trajectory. But I will say, we both had experiences on psychedelics where it wasn't what we expected, what you just described. And then I think I've told the story where I got caught in a hurricane while on
Yes.
acid.
Mhm.
Now, when you do a psychedelic, when it provides all of the things that I just mentioned, kind of giving you that clarity, I think taking you out of the rut that you might be in life and changing your brain processes so that you can at least think about things in a slightly different way. Um, when you do this and then you get thrust into a situation that is out of your control, something that you never would have expected, you can really get some cool things happening in that way as well. And
Mhm.
that's really powerful to be able to experience something that to to think that, when I think about acid, I think like, oh, like I want to control this. I definitely think I have the kind of uh, personality where I do like to be in control of my own life. I like to control variables as much as I can. But you get to a
Right.
certain point where you realize that can limit your experience in life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when you do
And how
just kind
little
of let
control you
go,
have sometimes. Yeah.
you realize how little you have. And when you get out into the world and you experience things, you're in a hurricane, you're on a flight right now, and then you 8 hours from where you were safe in your home from where you took it, experiencing things. And then 8 hours later, like you're at a fair eating cotton candy, and you just have like a clown on a carousel just beep 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 beep,
Yes.
and you're like, what the fuck is life right now?
What is happening? Yeah. But
You
also
know,
it really brings out just like the humor in life sometimes too, that is sometimes just like hard to see in certain situations. I mean, obviously sitting next to a clown is always going to be funny, but like there's certain things it makes everything, at least for me, just feel so silly and non-consequential that like life is just kind of so funny, and there's certainly a sense of humor to the universe or God or whatever you believe in, that there's this
Mhm.
underlying just lightness about it.
Yeah, I think it puts into perspective that like the lightness and the heaviness all kind of comes from us.
Yeah,
That
and
it
there's a
really is
balance
just
to it.
it's just like a neutral.
Yeah.
It just is.
My
Which of
friend and
course
I like
everybody
to
says. It gets a little hokey, like, oh,
yeah,
like life just is. But it's like,
yeah,
yeah, when you just kind of sit back, you're just like, this is fucking bizarre that we're
yeah,
here, and to remind ourselves of that and be like, oh, this little thing that I was stressing about really doesn't matter, you know?
yeah. My friend and I like the way like I'll describe the way acid is to somebody that hasn't used it, because it can be kind of a scary thing, and I think that's why I didn't do it for so long, because you hear these stories and it's like, well, I have some dark things that exist in my head. I don't want to like get into a bad trip or freak out and all that stuff, and it really doesn't work like that if you're, I mean, unless you're taking a crazy high dose, or you have some underlying like schizophrenia or different things like that, then yes. But the way I describe it is just like it just amplifies what's already there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever situation you're in, whatever environment you're in, whatever you're feeling, it just takes that and turns the dial up. And that's kind of the best way I've found to describe it. And a lot of times, like if things are funny, it's going to amplify that. Or I try to have a sense of humor about life and different things, and I've just found that it does that, but it also kind of gives me like the like new eyes. Like it's like almost like I can look at the world like through the eyes of a child, where it's like I've seen this tree or whatever every day when I'm leaving for work. I don't even like see it anymore because it's just like I'm busy with my life and I'm leaving, I'm in my car, I'm driving. It's there every day. I miss it. And then it's just like you can see that same thing you see every day with just new eyesight, and it gives you a different perspective. It makes connections in your brain where connections don't normally form. And I think that that's why it can be used as such a good tool, but it's also, you know, um, something to be respected, for sure.
Yeah, it can certainly, the things that have always been there. I think sometimes it can just take you out of your narrow focus and
Hmm.
allow you to see things that have always existed, that have always been there. For example, I mean, just yesterday, Becky and I were talking, and she goes, "Yeah, like something happened over at the Moose Lodge across the street at that apartment building." And I know where the Moose Lodge is. This is literally like the road out of our suburb that I drive every single day. And I was like, "Yeah, the Moose Lodge." I go, "The apartment." She goes, "Yeah, the apartment building over there." And I was like,
What?
"I have
Yeah.
never noticed there's an apartment building over there.
Hmm.
How have I driven that 1,000 times?" And it's just like it's so easy to like get in this narrow focus of just always thinking about you, always thinking about being inside your head. I
Yeah.
definitely live inside my head a lot.
Yeah.
Like just ruminating on things, just like can't get out of loops sometimes. That's
Hmm.
really like I really get caught in these, and it's really hard to get out. And that I think speaks to like I said, when I sometimes go on these like 72-hour just kind of binges,
Marathon.
not
Yeah.
just with drugs or whatever, but just like whether it's whatever it is, video games, like when we're traveling and doing stuff, like doing events and whatnot, whatever it may be. Um, and you kind of get in this loop and you don't even see everything that is around you. And when those things are presented to you, it feels like it's opened up a new world. And you're like, this is the world I've been living in the whole time. So it
Yeah.
just goes to show how much there is out there that you don't even notice.
Yeah. You brought up a good point that like things that you don't notice. For instance, my husband, he does fiber optic splicing, and there are these boxes at most intersections and lights and different things outside of apartment complexes. And once you see them everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But because I don't know what they are and never really cared about them, and I'm not thinking about them, I'm thinking about myself while I'm driving or I'm listening to music, whatever, I never notice they're there. And he'll reference them sometimes or point them out to me, or cell towers and different things. And it's just like, wow, yeah, that's been there all the time. My eyes just kind of like glaze over it because it has nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of funny because there's this whole world. And if you really think about like what he's doing with like fiber optics and the internet and stuff like that, there's this whole world that just kind of runs underneath the ground of our world that is like this interconnected web of communication and signals. It's always sending, always communicating, and it's what makes the world go round, and it's what it allows us to make this podcast right now. And it's just like it's always there underneath the ground, and it's just like you don't think about that until your vision changes a little, or your mental vision about things. And it's like, wow, yeah, like there's so much that you just don't see, that it just exists even when you're not aware of it. And it's cool.
And I think you could apply that same exact concept to looking at the good and the bad in the world. And not to get a little hokey here, but like I've been in headspaces. I know I have friends that have been in headspaces where it's easy to get like caught up in like you go, oh, the world is ending, the world's on fire, the world is, and you know what? You're 100% right. Everything in the world is fucking insane. The world is ending. The world's on fire. Are we even going to be around? And this is all going to collapse. Everything.
Yeah.
And then while like that exact same thing is happening, you have somebody, I think to when you were telling me about your experience when you went on the cruise and then you went to the like was it the Mayan
Yeah.
structures you said?
Yeah. Pyramids.
Mayan pyramids, and the way you're describing this experience is like, man, what a magical experience. Like you're out there, you're meeting new people, like kind people, and you're like, oh, this person have to do this for me. Like that was cool that they did that. I just met a
Yeah.
stranger and we immediately hit it off. I got to experience a wonder of the world, wonder of the world that like kind of takes you back into history, like all these things that um, make you think like, oh man, like life is pretty sweet in a lot of places. So it
Yeah.
really, I think, going back to what you were saying at the beginning, is like you could apply that to how you view the world, because there is 100% a lot of terrible things happening and a lot of evidence to suggest this whole thing's collapsing. There is also 100% evidence that suggests otherwise,
Oh yeah.
that
You
it's
just have
not,
to look for it. You
that
just
there
have
are a
to
lot
see
of
it.
really great people
Yeah.
that you can connect with, a lot of people that would literally give you the shirt off their back without
Yeah.
knowing you, just because they believe in the principle of doing the right thing, and that's something that is within them. There are beauties of the world, there are people creating things out there, and if you are putting effort into seeing those things, you will see more, just like the like the fiber optic cable boxes, that you didn't notice. You buy a car, and then all of a sudden you go, wow, there are a lot of these. I see so many of these out here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing this car everywhere now, that I'm that it's in my brain. And it is
Yes.
the exact same thing with how you see the world. And that's why I think it's important to put energy and put effort into not allowing
Yes.
yourself to like take inventory of yourself, so that you're not allowing yourself to get too far into a rut, too caught up in a loop, where
Yeah.
you're like, I'm just like running in this circle, and all I'm seeing is the stuff that I
It's
can see,
negative stuff.
that I'm
Yeah.
just like seeing. And that maybe there's some negative, maybe there's some positive, but I think sometimes you need to remind yourself, it's like, hey, go run in a different shape.
Yeah.
Like, and you'll see different things, you'll see different parts of town, you'll see different parts of reality, you'll see different parts of life, you'll see different parts of people, you'll see different parts of yourself. Change up the shape, change up the way that you see things, get yourself out of a rut. It's not like you have to have this like out of body transcendent experience. It's just like, get
It's
out of
there.
your
Your own
coding,
stuff.
your
Yes.
own coding, where it's like, just
In
give yourself new prompts.
in AA and stuff, one thing that's always like, if people
It's
are
not to be
struggling.
preachy, by the way. I'm just,
No, yeah, we're just
saying, like,
having a
this is how I
conversation.
experience, like
Yeah.
sometimes, and I'm guilty of getting in these loops and whatnot,
Oh yeah,
and
everybody
having
is.
negative outlooks.
That is why, like, I think one of the last steps in AA and stuff is it's about like service work, and that sounds like churchy, like weird, like I'm gonna do the bake sale at the church, and it's not that. It's like when you're so in your own head, you have a problem and you're spinning out about it. The number one thing that somebody's going to suggest for you to do is to do something for somebody else. And that can be simple stuff, like hold the door open for somebody behind you, like help somebody clean if they're whatever. Like I've helped somebody clean out their apartment who needed to move, just stuff like that. And it's like when you're doing something for somebody else, you're not thinking about yourself. It just doesn't happen. It's pretty magical, actually.
Mhm.
And once you start doing being, if you're not seeing goodness around you and stuff like that, you can always be the proponent of it. And once you start doing it, you start seeing it more. Just like you're talking about with the cars and stuff, where it's like, once I start taking the action to get outside myself, to help somebody who isn't me, it just starts happening more and more, and your vision does change in that way. And I think that that's a pretty cool solution to being in your head a lot. It's just like that. You can get out of your head by just doing something that isn't for you, thinking about somebody that's just not you. Like I said, it doesn't have to be some crazy big act of kindness or anything, but it does work.
It does, and when you do nice things for people, people really like their first instinct is like they want to do something nice for you back. Like it's almost competitive, where it's
Yeah.
like somebody like by they're like, hey, I got dinner this time around. They go, I got it next time. I'm
Yeah.
next get it next time.
Yeah.
Which is okay. It's good, but it's like now you've got like a free dinner coming your way. Not that you
Yeah.
should never expect, but it's like now somebody's like, no, I want to do this for you, like because it impacted them. It was a love kernel where they're like
Love
for weeks
Kernel.
they're like this guy bought us
Saving
dinner.
it up. Love
Yeah.
Kernel.
And then they want to do it back. And now think about this world. Even if you want to think about this selfishly and you don't want to subscribe to this whole like kind of what you put in, what like oh like you should do it for the right reasons or whatever. Even if you want to think about something like this selfishly, if you can get behind the idea that like when you do nice things for people, they really I really believe there's evidence that they want to do nice things back.
Yeah.
That's just something we know intrinsically. I don't even think evidence is necessary. But now imagine this life for you, what you've set up for yourself, where you're constantly doing nice things for people. Now you have like everybody that you're surrounded by wanting to do nice things for you. And you're
Yeah.
going to have these points in your life where you're just like walking through life and just everybody is doing cool things for you.
Yeah.
And if they've put themselves in a similar position, they're going through life where everybody's doing cool things for them. And now it's like that's the kind of life that can get you through a shitty time. That's the kind of life that can, like when you have people that can pick up the slack when
Yeah.
you are
Because you've done it for
not as
them.
strong because you've
Yeah.
done it for them. I mean, that's the whole point of of having a companion, having someone you love, having somebody that, when you marry somebody is like marriage. This isn't like my idea. This we've all probably heard this, but it's like marriage isn't 50-50. It's like sometimes it's 90-10.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know but like sometimes there's going to be a time where it's like Becky might be in a 10. I'll do
Mhm.
90. It's
Yeah.
never just 50-50. It's not like we're all just robots like, all right,
Yeah.
I will do 50%. It's like, listen, there are going to be times where I'll fucking do everything because I know there are times where I just don't have it
Can't.
and
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't bring myself to get out of whatever funk I'm in. And I know you've done everything. Like you just took care of it all.
Yeah.
And 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 what's great about that is like when you don't have those people in your life, sometimes those moments, they can really set you back in life. They can set you back financially, they can set you back spiritually, they can set you back in a communicative way, they can set in a
Mhm.
community way, with your friends, like you start kind of detaching a little bit. They can really set you back and put you in a hole that you have to climb out of, and that just makes life even harder, where you're like, life is hard when you're above ground. Now I have to climb out of a fucking hole,
Yeah.
and then you just go, fuck it, I'll live in this hole. This is my hole.
This is
It's
my
a
home
nice hole.
now. Yeah.
Very good hole. I like holes. They're very good. They're a
They're
good
very
hole.
good.
But it sucks to be in that hole. So to have people that keep you from getting in those and staying in those and living in those,
Yeah.
and then get not only keep you above ground and walking around, but to give you the energy to help other people out. You know how
Yeah.
hard it is to just get up out of bed sometimes. So
Yeah.
now imagine having the extra energy to pull somebody else out.
Yeah.
I want to
And
be the kind of guy that has the energy to pull someone else out.
yeah. Because and knowing that at some point you're going to be in a hole too and you're going to need help, and the empathy that goes along with knowing what that feels like, you know?
Yeah. And that's how I think you achieve your, like things that are, if you really have big aspirations. I'm a fucking dreamer. I really am. I get ideas. I like it's like cocaine brain all the time.
Yeah.
I love, like shooting high for big ideas. That often means striking out sometimes,
Yeah.
which can, feel terrible and humiliating sometimes. But I'll take a shot, dude. I'll swing for the fences. I really do go big. Like like even with this, like I'm so stoked about us doing this podcast, and I
Same.
just I fucking love it, and I love the idea of like swinging big on ideas.
Yeah.
And maybe there'll be some failures along the way, and people will be like, that was
That was not your
no,
best. That
not
wasn't the Hey,
great.
but you
And
know
it's like,
what? If you never take the shot, you're never gonna make the basket or whatever LeBron James said.
you're never
Michael
gonna,
Johnson?
yeah, you're never gonna butter your biscuit if you don't take a shot at the goal when it's
You're
fourth
never
and
gonna you're never gonna
one.
stock up on love kernels if you're
You gotta
not.
stock up on those love kernels, dude. I think
Yeah.
that's I think that's a good message. I mean, And by the way, again, I'm not like saying this as a preachy way to anyone else. It's really just me talking
Yeah,
out
we're
loud
just
to
working
myself.
stuff
It's just
out.
me like telling myself like, hey, because I have moments where like I said, I literally told a father that his son has a new dad after I killed him in a video game. I said, he's my boy now.
I'm gonna raise him right.
I go, I'm gonna
Don't worry.
raise him. And I go, you will not see him. I go, no visitation. He will not know that you existed. I'm
Yeah.
his new dad.
That's what's best for him now.
That's a
He
hate
can't.
kernel. I'm putting hate out into the world. Okay, I have my moments. All right,
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. I'm just trying at the
It's
end of the
just,
day.
yeah, if at the end of the day you're putting out more love kernels than you're putting out hate kernels, you're doing okay. You know?
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. I said, you little donkey dick motherfucker. I said, he's my son now. I didn't need to do
He's
that.
like, donkey dick.
Yeah.
Donkeys have quite large dicks, actually.
Yeah, I said, you little pig dick motherfucker. That's my boy. And I didn't need to do that. And I recognize that, upon
Yeah.
reflection, that I shouldn't have told another grown man that the person that he loves most in this world
Well, you live
is
and you
now.
learn.
So I'm gonna try to be a better person. I'm gonna try to get some more love kernels out there.
Me too.
I'm
Me
gonna
too.
not. I'm gonna try not to make fun of you for your grotesque mustard and fucking whatever the hell it is
I
you eat.
will.
Um,
Yours is way more
I'm gonna try.
grotesque than mine.
No, it's very normal. I think a
Buddy.
lot of people eat tuna and milk
Comment
with Doritos.
below whose food is more grotesque, and keep in mind that his is his end of life meal, and mine is just some random Subway sandwich I like to get sometimes.
Well, I think that makes it worse.
It's the truth.
I don't know. Well, this was fun. What do you say we call it a day, and then we'll finish out the bracket on the next one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an ongoing bracket for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go eat some mustard. So
yeah, that sounds like that sounds
pretty
great.
sweet, right?
That sounds good.
Okay.
That's good.
Well, this has been fun, Austin. Having just talked to you yesterday, we were like, oh, what are we gonna talk about? We've gone almost an hour and a half.
Yeah,
I think that's a good sign.
Yeah, we'll always figure it out. There is a small part of me that was thinking, I was like, I'm having fun this episode. I'm almost certain that the audio will be completely non-existent. Won't be able to hear either of us, and we'll just have to throw it away. So,
we'll see.
If that's the case, whatever.
Yeah. All right, guys, let us know in the comments your gremlin tips and which food is more disgusting between us two. Maybe we'll put up a poll, but just let us know in the comments, and then we'll get to that.
All right, that was fun. We'll see you guys next time.
All right, bye.
Our pets' heads are falling off!